And this bookshelf has been with me for many years. I would say it's over 20 years. And I have lots of books, but what I keep here is mainly the business books. I like to highlight some of the books that really have impacted my life and my thinking in terms of business, helped me on the journey of starting my own business as well as investment. So the first book I want to talk about is that these two books. This one is about small business opportunities. I bought this, I think back in 1994, 95 at a bookstore still in town at that time. And because when I was at university, I was already thinking about starting my own business someday. And I bought this book, and you can see this is really old. It was, some pictures in the front, small business opportunities. The other book I bought also many years ago was this one, Starting Your Own Business in South Africa. So that helped me in terms of the thinking and the steps and how to go about doing a business plan, research, identifying business opportunities, marketing, and production, sales, HR side. So it's kind of one of the books that got me started. Then the other book, again, is about starting business. When I was leaving my previous employer, and I received this from my ex-colleagues, and I really appreciate that. They gave me this book by Eric Parker, and about roadmap to business success. Again, it's about starting your business and business planning, and a step-by-step guide with lots of tips and tools. And you can see it's quite a thick book. So anyone who wants to start your own business, really, you need to do proper research, get a couple of books, reading about what it means to start a business and what you need to be preparing and planning. So even though it's a little book, and I actually bought for my wife Sulaine many years ago, and but afterwards I actually put it to better use and hijacked it and put it on my bookshelf, and I referred to it from time to time, The Instant Manager by this author Cyril Charney. And this is, I would say, it's an excellent reference tool. It covers many topics for a manager, what you need to do in terms of dealing with your internal hiring, in terms of dealing with your colleagues or subordinates, customers, management planning, etc. And many chapters. It's a short to the point for each chapter. So it's an excellent book, and I refer to it. I even use this to train my staff. Very well-known book, and you can find it in many bookstores and online. Yeah, you can find it on YouTube in terms of summary of this book. And so many people have talked about this book, and it's really powerful in terms of the concept. It talks about the 7 habits of highly effective people by Stephen Covey, and I think his book has impacted millions of people around the world, executives, business people. If you haven't read it, I suggest you read it or watch a YouTube summary of this book, the powerful concept. But if you really implement this and develop these habits, then you can be a successful, effective person in your life. One of my favorite books of all time, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, is so well known, and I still regard it as one of the best books. I bought it, I think it's 98, 99, soon after it came out. And after I read this book, it's really changed my thinking, my mindset about how business works and income, etc. I'm fortunate to have 2 parents. They're both teachers, and they have educated me very well and instilled with me discipline and good values. But this book by Robert Kiyosaki, where he talked about his real dad, which he termed as poor dad, and his friend's dad, which he termed as rich dad, and what he talked about the thinking, how business people think and how the world works. I think it's a really powerful lessons for anyone who wants to start on a journey to be financially independent and build their wealth. So highly recommended. So Robert Kiyosaki, I still have this book, and I've read it times, and I've loaned it to people. And he's got a sequel to this, so I would call it a trilogy. This Rich Dad Poor Dad. The other one is Cash Flow Quadrant, which I have. And the other book I think is I've loaned out is called Rich Dad's Guide to Investing. So if he's written a lot of books, but if you get these 3 books from Robert Kiyosaki and read it, I think it will have quite a positive impact on your life in terms of how you see the world, how you see business, or you're starting your own business, and how you invest. Until next time, bye.